So if you're looking to buy a home, maybe you're like a lot of home buyers, not just first-time home buyers, like a lot of home buyers out there that you can't come up with the down payment. So you want to pay attention to this video for that reason. This is what I'm going to talk about. This is how down payment assistance works. So when we do a loan for you, we qualify you to give you a certain percentage of what you're buying. Let's just make math simple, okay? Let's pretend you're buying a home for $100,000, and let's pretend I qualify you for, I'm gonna give you a loan of 95% of what you're buying. So I'm gonna give you a loan of $95,000. You're buying a home for $100,000. I, the lender, will give you $95,000. That difference of $5,000, that difference there, that's the down payment. You need a down payment of $5,000. So the question becomes, where does that money come from? So as a buyer, you come up with the money yourself. Where could that come from? You've saved it in your checking, your savings, something like that. Maybe you have a 401k. You know, if you work at the post office, I think you have a thrift savings, or you're a nurse, maybe you have a 403b, or any number of jobs they have 401ks. You want to call the 401k provider and say, what are the terms by which I could borrow against it or liquidate it, to see if that's even an option. Sometimes it's not, okay? So those are sources of where the money can come from. Another source is, there are states, there are federal programs, there are local city and municipality programs. There's other programs out there that let's just call it the state, okay? Let's just say you live in the state of Nebraska, okay? The state of Nebraska has a program in which the state will give you the $5,000 down payment you need. Now keep this in mind, nothing is ever free, okay? You're typically gonna pay maybe a higher interest rate, maybe more of a fee. They're gonna lien the house with the loan. A lot of people think, hesh, the state just gives me the money. Trust me, nothing ain't free in this world, okay? So do they give you the $5,000? Sure. Now, there's grants out there that if you own the home for 3 years or 5 years or 10 years, or under the circumstances. So there's not 1,000 different down payment assistance programs, but whichever one you go with, you want to learn the particulars of it, and whoever's giving it can explain all of that to you. But let's go back to the $5,000, okay? The state of Nebraska is going to give you the $5,000. This is how it works. I'm the lender. I say to you, you need $5,000 to make this happen. I'm going to give you one loan of $95,000. The state is going to give you a second loan of $5,000. I'm going to place a lien against your house for $95,000. The state is going to place a lien against your house for $5,000. $95,000 first, $5,000 second, that's $100,000. You bought the house for $100,000. Congratulations. The seller gets all of their money. You have two loans. You have a first loan of $95,000. You have a second loan of $5,000. Now, there might be loan officers like, Hash, what about silent seconds and this and that, whatever. Listen, 99% of the down payment assistance programs out there, they lien the house. There's a certain period of time you have to either repay the money back, or if you sell or refinance within a certain window of time, you got to pay it back. Here's the bottom line for the layman watching this. When you're sitting here saying, we've got the credit, we've got the income to afford it, we just don't have the down payment that we need. Down payment stops a lot of people from getting into a home. I will tell you this one, statistically, the delinquency and foreclosure rate on homes goes up as somebody puts less money down and less money into a house. You show me somebody that puts 50% down on a house, I'll show you somebody who's gonna fight like heck to make their payment, okay? So when it comes to down payment assistance, the down payment money that the buyer needs is given from an entity, the state, the city, a municipality, whatever. It's given and it's filed against the house such that the first mortgage loan plus the second covers the full amount. One other piece of information for you. You have to qualify for the first mortgage loan. A lot of people say, Hesh, but I qualify, my local city offers down payment assistance and they said they can give me the down payment. True, but then your credit score is at 470 and that does not qualify you for anything on the first mortgage loan. You have to qualify for the first in order to get the second. Now, you also have to qualify for the second, okay? But that's how down payment assistance works in brief. Like my page, comment, ask questions, call me if you want a loan. Most importantly, that's probably the most important one there, right? Subscribe to my page. I got a ton of other videos. You've got to watch them. Share it with your friends, and I'll catch you on the next video.